Once upon a time in a colorful comic book world, there was a tiny baby named Benny who loved bath time more than anything else. One sunny day, Benny decided to turn his usual bath into a hilarious adventure. He grabbed his rubber ducky and declared, "Today, I'm a superhero, and my bathtub is my secret underwater castle." With a splash, Benny dove into the bubbly water, making big waves that made everyone laugh. Suddenly, his rubber duck changed into a wise old wizard who said, "Benny, you must find the magic soap to save the underwater kingdom." Benny giggled and exclaimed, "I will find it, Wizard Duck, and save the day." He looked around and saw the shimmering soap bar floating like a treasure chest from a pirate story. As Benny tried to grab it, it slipped out of his grasp and sank, causing him to squeal with delight. Next, Benny decided his bath brush was a mighty sword that could defeat any villain in his comic book world. He swung it dramatically and shouted, "Be gone, evil germs! You shall not conquer my kingdom!" His little brother, Max, watched and burst out laughing at Benny's silly superhero antics. Benny then turned his sponge into a fluffy cloud, pretending it was a magical creature helping him on his quest. He sprinkled some soap bubbles around, calling them tiny floating fairies that granted wishes. One bubble popped and made Benny pretend to jump into a rainbow portal that appeared in the tub. In his imagination, he was surfing a rainbow wave, paddling with his hands vigorously. Suddenly, the water turned into a sea of giggles when Benny's giggle fit became contagious. His mom peeked in and asked, "What are you two princes doing in the royal bath palace?" Benny grinned and said, "We're fighting evil germs and searching for magic soap, of course." His mom laughed and added, "Well, make sure you don't splash too much or the kingdom will flood." Benny nodded seriously, but then splashed so hard that water splashed onto the ceiling. Max shouted, "Watch out, Benny! You're turning the bath into a tsunami!" They both burst into giggles, making waves of laughter that filled the whole bathroom. As the bath time ended, Benny sighed happily and said, "That was the best superhero adventure ever." He waved goodbye to his rubber duck wizard and promised to return for more funny battles tomorrow. With a final splash, he climbed out dripping and giggling, ready for his next comic book adventure. And from that day on, bath time was never boring in the comic book world of Benny and Max.